Welcome back, guys. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up the open source project YOLO. YOLO, which stands for You Only Look Once, is an open source project that is designed to recognize objects within images, and it does this by using machine learning. So this piece of software has been shown hundreds and hundreds of images that have been annotated for different objects within the images, and the computer has basically learned how to recognize different objects within inside images. So now we can go ahead and just show it more images, and it'll go ahead and recognize these objects that it's basically learned how to recognize. The other really cool thing about YOLO is that it's designed to be run on a GPU, and a GPU, basically, unlike a CPU, can run multiple operations at the same time. So we can basically just divide up the image pixels up into sections, and then run the algorithm all at the same time. And this basically allows YOLO to run it almost 500 times faster than running it on a CPU. So this is very, very useful for robotics applications and for our drone. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how we can set up YOLO and how we can use it on our drone. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we need to talk about is Cuda. And Cuda is basically a library that allows you to take advantage of the computing capability of your GPU. And if you have a Nvidia GPU, go ahead and run this command: sudo apt install Nvidia Cuda Toolkit. If you don't have a GPU, don't worry, you can still run YOLO on your CPU. However, you're probably only going to get one frame every second or two. So if you have a GPU, it's going to be way more advantageous and your robot's going to end up being a lot more smart if you go ahead and install the Nvidia Cuda Toolkit. So I'm going to go ahead and run this command real quick. And I already have the Cuda Toolkit installed, so I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the next task. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and change directories into catkin/source. So cd catkin source. And then we're going to go ahead and clone the ROS version of Darknet and YOLO. So go ahead and copy this command, and we'll go ahead and download all the software for YOLO and Darknet. And this will take a little while, so I'm going to speed up the video. Now that Darknet has downloaded, we're going to go ahead and build the package. So normally you run catkin build, and then you add this release flag. However, there is a unique issue on 1804 and combined with Cuda 9. So if this doesn't work for you, go ahead and run this command so that it uses the correct version of GCC, and then it'll go ahead and build correctly. So I have this issue, so I'm going to go ahead and run this command. And this will take a little while, so I'm going to speed up the video again. Perfect. Now that Darknet is all built, we can go ahead and start configuring Darknet at YOLO. But there's one other thing I forgot to mention, and that is that when you add this release tag, you only have to add it one time, and then when you do catkin build again, you don't have to add this tag again, because it'll just save this in the background. So let's go ahead and open up Sublime and start configuring Darknet and YOLO. So first thing we're going to do is come over to Darknet, and then Darknet ROS, and then we'll go ahead and go into the config folder. And then in the ROS YAML, this basically specifies a bunch of different parameters for the ROS node of YOLO. The one that we're interested is this topic right here. And we're going to go ahead and change this to the topic that our webcam is going to be publishing to, so that Darknet can go ahead and take in the video stream from that topic. And that topic is webcam/image raw. So go ahead, copy that in, and then save this file. And basically after that, Darknet will go ahead and run with the default parameters. But there's a couple more things that I want to show you before we run this, just so you know in the future. The next thing you want to look at is the launch file. So we're going to run the Darknet launch file. And in this file, the other thing that you want to look at is this line right here, the network param file. And there's a couple different versions of YOLO, and basically there's a YOLO v1, v2, and then v3, and then there's also tiny versions of each of the YOLOs. And the tiny versions of the YOLOs are the ones that are super fast, but they're less accurate, right? So on your drone, you probably want to run the tiny YOLO versions just because you're going to be limited in your computing capabilities when compared to running it on a desktop. So yeah, and then the other thing you want to look at is actually these config files. So in config, and then the tiny v2 YOLO, or the tiny YOLO v2 tiny, you can come in here and then you can see all of the different objects that it's trained to recognize. And the other interesting thing about this is it also has a threshold value. So when YOLO gets an image and then it runs a detection algorithm on it, it is going to assign how confident it thinks that the different object is there in the picture. And so you can threshold this and make it more stringent. So if you don't want false detections, you want the threshold to be higher. If you don't really care about false detections and you want to make sure that you're going to get the detection, then you want a lower value. So this is something you can tune when you run YOLO in the future. So we're going to keep that in mind. But now we're just going to go ahead and run our simulation as we've been doing in the last couple tutorials. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and open up a terminal and run our simulation world just like in the last couple of videos. So let's run ROS launch and then IQ_sim, and then we're going to run the world that we made in the last video, which is hills.launch. Boom. Then let's just go ahead, while that's booting up, let's run the Copter software in the loop simulation. So cd to our home folder and then run /start software in the loop. Boom. So then we'll have Copter just go ahead and boot up. So while it's doing that, let's just go ahead and talk about what we're going to do here. So we have this drone that we inserted from the last video, and it has a camera on it, and it's going to be publishing its images onto a ROS topic, and then YOLO is going to take those images on the ROS topic and then run the algorithm on that on those images, and then we should be able to see what it's seeing. So let's go ahead and open up another terminal and run darknet. So we're going to do ROS launch darknet dot launch. And boom, now we have another window, and this is basically showing us the images that are coming out of our drone. So let's set this to always be on top, and then we'll just let that be right there. And now let's go ahead and fly our drone. So come over here and type mode guided arm throttle, and then write takeoff 10. And now we can see that the drone is recognizing this person and this truck, which is really cool. And YOLO is actually really robust. So if we go ahead and just fly this drone around, it's going to continue to see the person and the truck. So if we run position 20 0 0, it should continue to detect the person and the car / truck. So that's pretty good. It does get some false detection sometimes, but as far as image recognition goes, this is a pretty powerful package that we can now integrate with our drone. So in the next video, I'm going to show you guys how we can take the information from YOLO and then feed it into our own C++ program. And then we'll start working on making our drone make decisions based off of what it's seeing. So see you in the next one. Keep it classy.